Understand, Mama, you held up as long as you could, and you look amazing. Amazing. Thank you. So Khloe Kardashian, she shared a sweet video of her daughter, True, talking about losing her tooth. This little girl, every time I see True, she just cuter and cuter. So True said that she was eating chicken and felt her tooth fall out, and she had the hugest reaction. Take a look.
So I thought it was chicken. Like a,
Don't forget the screen.
that chicken? My tooth came out. My tooth came out. Now, the tooth fairy.
So Khloe says that True lost 3 teeth and the tooth fairy left her $23. Okay, no, $23. Come on now. 3 teeth, that's $7.66 per tooth. Okay, that tooth fairy is being cheap. That's, we done gone up. It's inflation now, all right? You supposed to leave $10 a tooth now. And I have to say this, the tooth fairy got a lot of money from being on reality TV for 16 years. I know the tooth fairy can afford more than that. Because back in my day, we used to get $1 per tooth. That's what we used to get. We used to get $1 per tooth. But nowadays, you can't get anything with $1. The inflation has hit the tooth fairy industry. And normally, we think of the Kardashians as being too extravagant. But this wasn't extravagant enough. Because I can imagine that True woke up and said, I know this a lie right here. And so Jeffrey used to get about $10 from the tooth fairy. And the tooth fairy used to throw in an extra 10 because it was in her purse and she was tired. So the tooth fairy would throw in an extra 10. But one time the tooth fairy forgot to come and my son was so upset and Mama felt horrible because he had waited up and he had left a cookie on the windowsill and actually the tooth fairy forgot. And so when Jeffrey was crying, I said, Jeffrey, the tooth fairy got a lot on her mind. She under a lot of pressure. Jeffrey, tooth fairy going through a divorce. And I said, the tooth fairy ain't let Barbara know that she about to have some scandal hit her show, okay? Tooth fairy about to get subpoenaed in about a minute from the husband. So you got to understand what the tooth fairy is going through. So he was still upset. And I called my friend Caroline Ray because she used to be on Sabrina, the Teenage Witch at the time. And I had Caroline Ray pretend that she was the tooth fairy. And she left Jeffrey a voicemail. And it was so sweet. I remember she said something like, Jeffrey, this is the tooth fairy. She talked like, this is the tooth fairy. And Jeffrey said, this don't sound like no tooth fairy. But she said, Jeffrey, I forgot about you, but I'm coming back. And so the tooth fairy came back and left Jeffrey $50 because, the tooth fairy is feeling real guilty. That's what it was. Tooth fairy was feeling guilty. So, Khloe, you tell the tooth fairy that yesterday's price is not today's price. So I gotta say, most people, they hope to get married once in their life and make it that's the marriage. But Basketball Wives star Jackie Christie has gotten married 28 times. 28 times to her husband, Doug Christie. So they renew their vows every single year. Every year, and I know y'all moaning and groaning, but Jackie believes that this helps their marriage last so long. So, once they have a ceremony, there's only a short time because then they got to start planning again. And so Jackie Christie said that they're always planning their future together. And so there was a time when I thought Jackie was absolutely crazy for doing this. But then I said, you know what? Look who's been divorced twice. And look who's been married for 28 years, okay? So for me, Sherry, I think it's a little too much. I mean, because you renew your vows, then you got to immediately start planning for next year's ceremony. And I figure if you don't know how much I love you by now, you never gonna know how much I love you. But then again, like I said, I've been divorced twice. Jackie been married 28 years. So if it's working for Jackie and you got the money, then go for it and plan it every year. But this is what I say. As if we're friends, don't be asking me for a gift every year. That's my foot. That's why I put my foot down.